Thank you so much for the shuba. Just not a normal Irish question. What do you prefer, Asian men or white men for marriage? I prefer men. Ding, 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 ding. If you look at my history of school crushes, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I've probably had a crush on a man of like every type of man in my school years, as you can imagine. Yeah. The answer is yes. Yes. The answer, your requirement is that you are male. You are a man. Pretty much that's literally the only, you are a man, and you are, because my dream is to be a housewife, that you are going to be a provider. That is my, you are a man and you are willing to provide for a housewife. That is the only requirement. And that you're nice and you won't whip me or my kids. That's the only requirement. That's it. That's it. That you're nice to me, you can provide, and you're gonna be nice when you come home to a warm cooked meal with the kids tucked in. That's the only thing, Cookie. That's where the bar is at this place. Yeah, you can't have a housewife and not be a provider, Cookie. You can't have a housewife and not be a provider. You can't have it both ways, Cookie. You can't have a housewife that works for her own money and like does all these things. If you want a housewife, she's gonna be stuck at home. You're gonna provide everything. That's how it is, Cookie. Yeah, that's unfortunately the truth. You can't have it both ways. Yeah, that's just how it is. That's the truth. That's why people are so mad. They're like, why aren't there any stay-at-home moms? Because it's kind of impossible. That's an impossible thing to ask for these days, Cookie. That's why it's such a dream. Because you can't provide on one income these days. That's like a dream of the past, truly. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. That's why it's such a dream. It's such a pipe dream, Cookie. Like, in this economy, you want to be a stay-at-home mom in this economy? You crazy? You crazy, you dumb bitch, Cookie? Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's a dream. That's why it's a dream. Yes. That is why it's a dream. That's why it's like, that's a low bar. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure that's a low bar? Because that's a pretty high bar, Cookie. That's a very high bar, because what I'm asking is that you got a plan to provide for me and maybe 2 kids. That's the dream. Yeah. Yeah. I can cook all day and take care of the kids, and then you come home to a hot meal. Like, that is people are like, ugh, it's such a pick me. No, that's a pipe dream these days, Cookie. That's a pipe dream. Yeah. That's a pipe dream. Yeah, that's like crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. It does sound like the dream. Yeah. But here's the thing. I also don't want a life where it's like, if you're gonna go to work and not have any time for me or the kids. Then what kind of marriage is that, Cookie? You know? Like, if you're gonna have to work your ass off to support everybody and never have any time for the family, then that's also not worth it. That's why it's such a pipe dream, right? Like, it's a big responsibility. It's a pipe dream, Cookie, you know? Yeah, it's a pipe dream. Yeah. A Japanese marriage. Yeah, like the salaryman life where you're never home. Like, that's horrible. That's horrible. Like it has to be like a 40 hours a week sort of situation, you know? Yeah. Anyways, it's an ideal. Exactly. This current state of the world that's why it's a pipe dream. I know it's a pipe dream. Cookie. Yeah.